Welcome to the Glow of Paris podcast. This is the first of our next 34 monthly podcasts about the 35 bridges of Paris that span the Seine River, which runs through the center of Paris. In this series of podcasts, we will look at and learn about the history of each of these 35 bridges. Today we're standing, at least in spirit, on the Pont d'Austerlitz, a bridge that has witnessed revolution, empire, reconstruction, and war. This is a bridge that has been rebuilt twice, changed its name to avoid offending allies, and survived Hitler's orders for destruction. Let's dive into its fascinating history. Picture Paris in 1806. Napoleon Bonaparte is at the height of his power. He's fresh from his stunning victory at the Battle of Austerlitz, a battle so brilliantly executed that military academies still teach it today. To honor that triumph, a new bridge is commissioned, the Pont d'Austerlitz. It becomes the largest metal bridge in France, built with 5 cast-iron arches stretching confidently across the Seine. But cast iron, it turns out, has its limits. Cracks begin to form, and soon the bridge becomes too dangerous to use. During the 1880s, Paris is transforming. Under Napoleon III, the city is redesigned with sweeping boulevards, grand avenues, and modern infrastructure. And in 1854, the Pont d'Austerlitz is rebuilt, this time in stone masonry, giving it the strength and elegance that it still carries today. The Pont d'Austerlitz doesn't just appear in history books, it shows up in French culture too. Victor Hugo places it in Les Misérables during the June 1832 rebellion. One chapter even has the title, "It is fortunate that the Pont d'Austerlitz bears carriages." Today, the Pont d'Austerlitz is classified as a historical monument. Thousands cross it daily, most unaware of its remarkable journey from innovative cast-iron experiment to enduring stone memorial. However, it played an important role in World War II. By the summer of 1944, Paris had endured 4 long years of Nazi occupation. German flags still hung from official buildings. Bridges were mined with explosives. Orders had been given if the Allies entered Paris, the city was to be destroyed. The bridges crossing the Seine were particularly critical. The Pont d'Austerlitz, strong and wide, linking the right bank to the left bank, stood exactly where history would pass. On the night of August 24, 1944, as Parisians barricaded the streets and resistance fighters exchanged fire with German patrols, a small column of armored vehicles approached the city from the south. They belonged to the French 2nd Armored Division commanded by General Leclerc. That unit was determined that Paris would be liberated by French hands. At the head of this advance was Captain Raymond Dron, leading a reconnaissance detachment, lightly armed, fast, and daring. Late that night, Dron's column crossed the Seine by way of the Pont d'Austerlitz. No ceremony, no cheering crowds, just darkness and tension, and the fear that the bridge might be mined with explosives. The bridge held. The crossing was swift, almost silent. German forces had already begun to withdraw, loosening their grip on the city by the hour. From Pont d'Austerlitz, Captain Dron's column turned west, following the riverbanks straight toward the heart of Paris. Minutes later, just before midnight, those same vehicles rolled into the Place de la Hôtel de Ville, the esplanade of Paris City Hall. They were the first Allied troops to reach central Paris. The Pont d'Austerlitz did not witness a dramatic firefight that night. No explosion tore it apart. No final stand was fought on its stones. But it served something just as important. It carried the first wave of liberation across the Seine. A bridge named for a Napoleonic victory now quietly marked another victory, not of empire, but of freedom. Today, traffic flows across the Pont d'Austerlitz without pause. But on that August night in 1944, its arches bore the weight of history and held. This has been just a small sample of the spellbinding history of the Paris bridges that I will uncover for you in the upcoming podcasts over the next 3 years. So join me in the Glow of Paris as I bring you these riveting histories. Next month, we will learn about another one of the Paris bridges. For the Glow of Paris, this is Gary Zuercher saying, see you soon. Bye-bye.